Alright. Sorry for the delay. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. My name's Twice. This is Heartworm. Dithering? I love to dither. It's a indie survival horror game in the vein of any number of PSX style horror games of the early aughts or late 90s. We'll keep it retro. You know, honestly, I mean, I'm fine keeping what they want here. If that's the style they want to go with, let's see how it works. I've played a number of tank games in my day. Some weren't even survival horror. We had something like Grim Fandango. Well, that one was just in there because Tim Schafer made him, but, you know, I digress. I don't know much about it. And I probably shouldn't have eaten a peach as soon as we started streaming. But here we are.
You're not gonna believe me, and I don't even know if I really believe it myself, but I guess a part of me must, because I'm going. It's far, on an abandoned road, a few miles from that power plant in the mountains. It was hard to find anything about it. I started on message boards, and I ended up in a chat room talking with people who know.
Hey, Beth. Thanks so much for the sub, buddy. It's good to see you again. How you doing?
A lot of crazy stuff, but the one thing that they all agreed on is that in that house, there's a room that can take you to the other side, to see the people that you've lost again. The thing is, no one who's gone has ever come back, and that's why I'm writing you. Not for advice, not to get you to talk me out of going. Actually, by the time you read this, I'll already be there. I just wanted to let you know.
Where's Tigers Game Wednesday? 100%.
That way you won't be wondering where I've gone.
Trying to figure out a closer place to park than I usually do for my leg.
I'm sorry, but I don't have any other choice.
I'll be there either way. We'll see what kind of state I'm in.
Not knowing.
Will you actually see me? I putz around. I mean, all you need to do to actually see me is look where the actual seats are. Where I'll be pitching that day. It's a little too far out. Well, actually, no. 1 second. I don't even know. Survival guide. Movement. Moves you around. You can run by holding that. Moving forward. If you're using water controls, you will always run. Never. Perfect. Interaction and equipment. Interact with many objects in the world. Pressing A. Some will stand out more than others. Remember, use some items you find, such as your camera, you pick it up on your inventory with Y's. Okay. Gimme. Will you take the camera? I will. There's outfits. Oh, that looks... I'm intrigued.
Sometimes I wonder if I spend more time thinking about death than the average person. My grandfather died a while back. I know it happens to everyone, but
Won't be.
it almost feels like I'm obsessed.
Oh,
It's frustrating. No matter what I try, my thoughts always circle back to the one thing I can't
Paddock,
control.
maybe?
My own mortality. I came all the way out here not knowing if I'll get the answers I need. I just hope it's worth it.
Alright, that house definitely looks great, but I would instead like to go this way. The bridge is out. This isn't the way I need to go anyway. You got the fixed camera angles. You got a guy who cannot. Oh, they even got the door opening animation. That's wait. Can I go through the front door as well? So is there something? I mean, there's something there. There we go. Diary, Pleasure Beach 1. Man. So good they must have made a second. Finally went to explore Pleasure Beach today. Been on my list forever, and the forecast was perfect, but unsurprisingly, I ended up in over my head. When I got there, everything was pretty normal. There were folks on the shore having a picnic, enjoying the beautiful summer day, and the usual kids messing around on the playground across the street. Grabbed my camera, locked my car, and started making my way across the land bridge. Took maybe 30 minutes to cross, longer than I expected. The island seemed to be completely empty, so I began searching through the abandoned homes, confident in my solitude. So many of them were destroyed, roofs and walls collapsed from years of disregard. Some houses so decrepit I couldn't even enter. There was just enough left that I began to really feel bad for these people. They had no time to pack and leave. Family photos were strewn across floors, and belongings were still packed in drawers. I even saw a table that looked like it had been set for dinner, however many years ago. My sympathy turned to suspicion as I ventured further. Many of the houses had the same red graffiti in their attics, markings and symbols I had never seen before. I assumed it was just from kids messing around, but something about it began to trigger my paranoia. I noticed the sun was setting as I reached the end of the residential area. It was strange. I could have sworn it had only been a couple of hours. Last time I checked my watch, it was before noon. Now the clock read 7:30 p.m. I brushed it off as just losing track of time. It was frustrating. Hadn't even gotten to half the town, and I knew I had to head back. Land bridge would be submerged soon if it wasn't already. Sure enough, when I turned the corner to where I had entered earlier, I was greeted by nothing but the sea. The entire land bridge was underwater. I was stuck and alone. Or so I thought. Whoever wrote that journal entry is a master in suspense. Oh no, I've done something terribly wrong here. No, we're good. Okay, maybe I do change the tank controls because I think I'm too stupid. It's locked and condemned. Maybe I was not meant to be a gamer in the past. It's solidly blocked off. I think I've earned like 10 times respect for speedrunners of these games now. Like early Silent Hills or Resis, or I don't know if Illbleed had tank controls or if it was just flash. Some areas are too dark to see without help. You can use camera flash without consuming ammo by not aiming and pressing. Lighter, cigarettes. Boom. Wonder if it says anything. Oh, you can combine and everything. Nice. I need to quit. Okay. My favorite lighter. Good to know. That is... I mean, I've seen mechanics like that before, but I haven't seen them... Oh god, I gotta turn... I can't do it. Oh no. No. No! Arachnophobia. No, I gotta leave it on. Don't look. It's fine. Everything else I'll keep the same. My brain can't do it. I'm too young. Pleasure Beach 2! It was darker than any night I could remember. The island was far enough offshore that there was no light pollution, and almost no time I was wandering in pitch blackness. It was cold, too. The breeze coming over the water contrasted heavily with the mild weather earlier that day. Didn't have much of a plan, but I knew that if I was stuck, I would have to find a place to stay warm. I made my way back to the houses, which were much, much more terrifying in the night. I turned to look down the street and froze mid-step. I could barely see due to the lack of light, but it looked like another person was standing there, right in the middle of the street, staring at me. Motionless. I tried to rationalize, but in that situation, my sanity was already being tested. I called out to them with a strained hello, praying to God it was just some teenager and not whatever nightmare my mind was conjuring. No response. No movement. Nothing. I looked around and noticed some of the windows in the attics of the houses looked like there was dim light coming from them. Candles, maybe? But I had been there all day and I didn't see anyone. It didn't make any sense. As every possible scenario, none of which seemed to end well for me, raced through my mind, one rational thought broke through and reminded me I had my camera. I could trigger the flash on the man without using the little film I had left to illuminate my surroundings. I'm so scared I almost didn't want to. What if there really was something there and using my camera would only alert to my presence? Finally, I pressed the flash trigger. Everything around me lit up and I saw nothing. The figure in the road was gone, light coming from the windows, gone. It was just a silent, long, dead town and me. The rest of the night was uneventful. I used my camera flash to navigate the rooms, found the closest house with 4 intact walls, locked the door to one of the bedrooms, and fell asleep against the wall. Woke up the next morning and booked it back across the land bridge. I don't think I'll go back to Pleasure Beach. Of course, yeah, that's a letter. That's a letter that exists in reality, for sure. To them. Yep, it's that for sure. Oh yeah. Look, I mean, we've thoroughly touched the blueprints. We know a lot of lock puzzles now. Don't like that the cigarette's currently going, unless that's a safe room, in which case all is forgiven. Statue with a missing head. Dusty old books. Roaring fire, it looks like it was recently tended to. Item boxes, sure. Best to only carry what you need. I need it all, because I don't know what I need. Narcissus and Goldmond. This one is not a diary, is it? Shudder at life's instability. It's gotta be like a save file. Yeah, nice. Classic. What's this? Closet is full of junk. Well. Okay. I didn't even know what I was looking at here. Nothing particularly noteworthy. That is definitely a fun mechanic. Right. It's a horror game. Forgot about that part. Forgot. It's on me. God, big clock noises. Will I take the bandage? Oh yeah, big time. Combining. Choose combine. Combine it with. You can use bandages and antiseptic on their own, or combine first aid kit. If I combine something, and it's not combinable, will you delete it from my inventory? That's cool. Files. Driver's license. Samantha Mastelna. Warm post. Connection Valley Threshold. Oh my lord. Playing a show in Hamden, talking to locals. I mentioned a spot that sounds like it could be a threshold. Old house has been abandoned for years. Devil's Glen has been abandoned for ages. Definitely creepy, boarded up and overgrown. Town over, stopped by the town hall. They couldn't tell me anything about it. Not for sale. Wouldn't release any other info. Gonna check it out. Report back with findings. Has anyone heard from them? I mean, no one came back. They're not gonna be worried about. That was like day gone. You are reading a lot. Think about checking this one out. Anything I know before I go. So you proposed. Sorry to hear about your grandfather. Don't want to be a pessimist. No one has found a true threshold. Not that we know of. Doesn't mean this place isn't dangerous though. It's time to go. Take someone with you. We did not. More junk. Half boxed up. Dining ware. I am confused by where we're supposed to go. I'm not confused, just there's a lot of places to go. Rotten food, yum yum. Seems like they left in a rush. Oh, you're definitely a secret passage, right? Dirty old couch. That's the dream. Hello. Father's Journal 1. Finally put the pieces together the day you asked where John was. First I was confused, thinking maybe he'd forgotten his exact address, wanted to send a letter. Left to reply with the address of the home our son had been living in for the past 2 years with his wife and our new grandchild. I'll never forget the look you gave me. Perplexed and confused, you asked, what's he doing there? When I told you he moved there for his job, the expression on your face darkened. I could tell that something wasn't adding up for you, but you just slowly shook your head and walked away. How could you forget that? I knew we were both getting on in years. Skipping little things was understandable. We'd only gone to meet our granddaughter months ago. I wanted to believe this was just a momentary confusion. To this day, I still wish I was right. Cool. Alright. Creepy. I get the feeling this is going to be like the similar, the companion piece to Crow Country in terms of like love letters to old school horror, but also like definitely can stand on their own. I'm enjoying it so far. Journal 2. Went to see a doctor today at last. It's hard to make it all the way to the city. When we were younger, it seemed like such a charming idea to have a house so isolated, so our own little world. Then just getting groceries in town is a hassle. Made the point and made sure you're ready to go. I could tell you didn't know why we had to. You didn't think anything was wrong. Always had my head in the clouds. I'm fine. You're reacting. Tell me over and over. You want to think about whether you remember the reason why this was necessary. Waiting on the scan results now based on how you were with the doctor, I'm not hopeful. You had trouble answering his questions and kept looking to me for answers. God, why is this happening so fast? Held your hand over the stick shift as I drove home. Like cried softly to yourself. Can't help but hate myself for thinking it, but we're so close to the end. How did this happen so quickly? Only months ago, the sound of your singing filled the house. You tidied up, did the dishes, and cooked us dinner. Now you barely get out of bed. Something inside of you is broken. Half the time you look at me and see a stranger, but you won't acknowledge it. You just turn over in the bed and try to go back to sleep. Wonder what you dream of. I hope it's of the last fragments of our beautiful life together. Oof. These paintings seem to be of the same place. A massive library. Is that something there? Nah. Just trash. Painting looks like it would disintegrate if I touched it. Old rotting clothes. And junk. I was extremely... Oh, not mirrors. I was extremely concerned that the Nintendo, partner direct was gonna stealth announce Hades 2 out today, and I wouldn't be able to start playing it. Or Antiseptic, I assume. They were gonna do the same thing that they did with Lies of P, and they, would stealth drop it. But we were safe. Marked safe. Also marked safe from weird mirror jump scares. Which is even better. Map. Access the map. Automatically try and engage the level of completion based on the amount of static covering them. They're still static. There's more to be done there. Does that mean collectible or story purposes? I do wish the door actually... Oh wait, no, that one did open. Why did one of them not then? Locked. Hatch at the top of the ladder. It will not open. The bed would be nice if it didn't smell so bad. Bedroom poem. Only a few days notice. I used to be. The changes were minor at first. Forgetting your ring, leaving your keys, staring into nothing like you knew it was coming. I saw it all too late. Bed you were buried in, trying not to be seen. Ghosts in white coats, what a terrible thing. Strangers, goodbyes, dreams of hearing you sing. The hour burns forever. Commander, how am I? Not too bad. Thanks for the follow. How you doing? Welcome on in. Anxious. Already had some, but oh no. Oh no, there's too much stuff. The camera's giving me big Fatal Frame vibes, and that game scares the absolute tar out of me. What's new? What's up? Alright, no, audio level's looking good. Cool. Ah, hello. Okay, got nothing there. I'll It's completely empty. Okay, your bot is just completely not making any sense. Adios. I unlocked it. Well, that means it's just going to connect back out, right? Yes. Because that's where it came from. Did I actually ever go up here? More unsettling old paintings. Yeah, note to future people that want to try to sell design stuff, make sure your bot, if you're not going to come in here in person, actually spits out the correct phrases. Because when I say, how are you? And you say, yeah, I can definitely design something for them if they wanted to. It's pretty obvious. And kind of, you know, the usual amounts of depressing. Oh, heavy duty lock. Sorry to bother you. I feel like one of these things is gonna be missing. They're mannequin? Are you sure? They could not be. That'd be better. All things considered. Like, if you're gonna act like a normal human being, you should get better bots. Look, one of my viewers has been trying to sell me a generator for 5 years. Have that kind of dedication, maybe. Everything will go better for you, I think. Oh no, someone put the toilet paper all over the place. What a waste. Can you tell me about that very colorful towel? No, don't want to. Father's Journal 3. I am alone in this house now. All I've left are the keepsakes of a long life together. Oh, Rose, looking at your young face, smiling and laughing on grainy film is a poison that sours my heart by the day. Seeing you alive but knowing you are gone is more than I can bear. At least I have our memories. And this very large toilet area. Man needed a lot of space for his poops. I get it. You gotta spread yourself out. Get some leverage. So we got a clock and a lock. Can't hold any more, that's fine. Empty pill bottles, serious medical equipment. It's a cool little feature. I thought so. Attic key, yep. For sure. No, Fatal Frame. Oof. It's a game that asks you to scare yourself even more. Like, I know you're already very close to the scares. I need you to get closer and in first person. And in fact, I need that picture quality to be high. Is that not the attic? I would have assumed that was the attic. I'm trying to think, like, where... I guess the attic might be where the mannequins are. That seems to be the correct call. Yes. How many the same or discard it later? They're like, do you still have the attic key? It's like, oh. Torn paper. Message seems hastily scribbled. This is real. This place is what they say it is. I don't even know how I'll feel. Well, answer the questions that I and everyone who has ever lost someone spent so long asking. What if it does? Will that change anything? If I don't come back and someone finds this, I tried my best. I feel like that might be Ray. There's an empty relief where it looks like an object would fit. Only one problem. I don't know what you want from me there, actually. Yeah, I'm well aware it's incomplete. I do kind of like the static effect, actually. The foyer, the dining room. I mean, I'm missing something. But I'm not sure what. Like, you got any 4-letter words in there? That counts as an actual picture, though, right? Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, that's the only other place I see static. Which I guess is because of the clock. Maybe. Though I don't think the clock is actually in this room. More old nasty furniture. Halloween came early this year. Does this have jump scares? No, nothing yet, but like it's definitely too early to tell. Just kidding, it actually isn't here. Am I? I mean, I am quite dupid. But have I reached max dupidity? Do I need to search everything again? Okay, thinking back, actually, the lock might be John, 4-letter word. This is their house, after all. That weird letter might be a J. Yeah, that might be a J. And there's no H, so I am cooked. Jolt. I'm trying to think, there was like no other names there as far as I know. Like that didn't have anything. Boy, we've gotten stumped early, huh? Unintelligible scribbles. Oh boy. Dear God. There's a lot of spammers out today. Okay, so we went there, we went there. That required a relief that I did not have. That's our next main area. This just feels like there should be something here, but there isn't. They drew me here. This was journal number 1. Yeah, John. John. That's the only 4-letter thing I've found so far. Now I'm anxiously eating my peach. Making out of my city. Reacting. God, I might be an idiot. Might not even be a might. I just am. Very judgmental about this bathroom for some reason. Just trying to investigate. And the only 4-letter word I could find was jolt, and that didn't work. Which statistically now means I am personally cooked, unless... Was there another clock around here that I missed as well? Very possible. Oh, 12:15. I'm very dumb. I read that too. Please distance myself from myself of the past. Never mind. This is a lot of videotapes, and I don't know if I like that. That's too many videos. Spookster, you're so loud. Let's go back decades. This artist section is titled Rose, followed by John. Okay, could be Rose. This is a lot of video. Will I take the emblem part? Yes. That's a fun camera angle for sure. Okay, this should spit us into the foyer, or foyer if you're particularly pretentious. Oh, this is worse. Mm-mm. Lifetime supply of creamed corn? Pushing. You push some items to reveal new areas. No problem, Chels. What the heck? Are they like prepping for the end of the world? Or what? I'm not allowed, by the way, to pull. Didn't learn that one in boating school. Please. Is this where I came from? No, this is new. Thought it was Wednesday, so no stream, but good evening. Even to you, Pirate. I have good news or bad news, depending on if you really want it to be Wednesday or not. Another emblem part. Thank you. I can't hold anymore. That's a shame. I'm gonna discard that then, I guess. Wish I could just drop it momentarily. Father's Journal 4. I have to get up early to finish packing, but I can't sleep. I heard ungodly noises coming from the attic. We're gonna take a look. I haven't been up there in years. It's not like I have anything left to lose. I don't know. I don't know about that. That feels incorrect. I liked when they were using the camera to like follow us through hallways. Something like that would have worked really well in Sanity's Requiem. Just very dynamic. Alright, let's go to the place where he said sounded ungodly. Which, I mean, admittedly, there are ungodly noises coming out of, like, most houses. It's just mostly focused on the bathrooms. I don't think there's an attic bathroom. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. Work was chaos? Tell me about it. Do I have to, like, use? Okay.
The air feels colder all of a sudden. Something has changed. If I go through this door, I may not come back.
Yeah, that's fine. Sounds good to me. Did indeed slam shut behind us. Yes, an electrician at work to turn a trip switch for me, because pump a trip, but he was like, no, it's not the problem, and he proceeded to change fuses, like a damn wiring harness, and guess what? Trip the switch. I can't imagine. The knob is totally broken. Won't turn. Looks weak, but there's nothing behind it. Take that. Could I burn the door down? Out of curiosity. No. It's fine. Not upset. Ruined 2 weeks pro. Sample sat for too long and at least too many. Oh my god. Can I like jump down? No. I can't tell if you're trying to tell me to go back up or I just am dumb and got it. No, understood. Yeah. You definitely wanted me to go back up. I understand. Could you open instead this time? Thank you. Oh, I don't like the first person perspective. Don't like the hands. The hands are coming through the doorway. No, it's right there. Yeah. This game paying homage to Resident Evil 1? Nah, Persona 4 actually. I think it lands a little bit more on the Silent Hill side of things, forgotten by the two big franchises. Hello.
What just happened? All those stairs and what was that thing chasing me? Now I'm somewhere. If this is the afterlife, it's not what I was expecting. Regardless of my expectations, I can't go back the way I came. Good. I'm not leaving until I get answers.
Maybe we'll find some answers in this big book. Massive ancient looking tome with pages torn out from the middle. I can't make out the text. The letters look like nothing I've seen. Never mind. That was useless. I'm good with this. Until somebody tells me that cigarettes and stuff won't help us. Okay, don't know what that is. Looks scary. That, sucks. Alright. That would drive me insane. I mean, this has gotta be something. Yeah. Ooh. Oh no. Is it just gonna be actual chests, by the way, or can I actually... I can't tell if this is supposed to be actual chests or not. God, I hope not. I'm terrible at it. I don't know how to play chess. Well, I know how to play it, just... anything else is hopeless. I don't know, any theories, any moves, any real plays. Wait, this is where we came from. One more 9th degree. We're good. And then also whatever this is. Slot here looks like something being inserted. It's vaguely reminiscent of a picture frame. Okay. Aiming. Camera. Ready by holding LB. Ready. Aim with R. Aim in range. Center circular reticle fill in. You can take a shot using RB. Okay. Platt Street Deli. Got like no situational awareness, do we? Camera, defend yourself against enemies. Ammo and healing is limited, so choose fights wisely. This is definitely Fatal Frame.
I'm not alone here, and they don't seem happy about it. At least I have some way to defend myself.
Okay. Don't like that the body's still there.
My grandparents' house. Or rather, my house. Everything here feels so familiar, but wrong somehow.
Locked and I don't have my key. Are you telling me that I should instead... Why did you take extra? The key to get in. Okay. What does this do? Okay, not helpful. I also can't tell if that enemy follows me forever or... This is a lollipop chainsaw. I would probably be less frightened if that was the case. How are you, Dinklord? This is the
Doesn't make any sense.
exact same room. Okay.
Is this the same room as in that house?
Depends. It definitely isn't the exact same. This is a journal entry. This is it. I made it. All those hours spent searching for anything, even just rumors about where this place was. But in the end, it's all worth it, not leaving without answers. I still can't believe what she did to me, not even leaving a note. Were we all just supposed to move on, forget about her? I can't do that, and she should have known that. That's not who she raised me to be. Now that I'm finally here, I'll get my answers and my closure. Here I come. Or more scared if you lived here at the moment and they may ban you and censor you for adult content. I mean, sure, if I was actually paid by anybody. And door? The door is cemented over. That's a new one, even for me. That just says something stopping me from opening it. But not this other door. Cold? Excuse me? No, that's very confusing. Not the snowy realm. That's not fair. Red static is all I can hear through the crack. Or see. I don't think you can hear colors very well. So I guess they all have a different wavelength, after all. Okay, that's good to know. The lock is destroyed. They're coming up with unique ways to make sure none of these doors work at all. It's pretty impressive. Too dark to see inside. I don't know about all that. So that goes to the Snowy Hall. Yeah, I understand that. That was my house. Yeah, I understand that. They did have an arachnophobia mode after all. Rusted shut. Underpass pole. I think we're gonna go with option I pretending I didn't see that. We'll be good from there. Don't know why it got slowed down, but here we are. It's just my house. Well, past my house. Because you're not really mapping it out for me here.
My friend Sally lived here with her parents until her mom passed. She was a few blocks away, though. It wasn't this close.
First aid kit? Sure, I'll take a second one. God, they really lock in fast, huh? Yeah, sure, I'll explore my friend's, maybe trauma. Ooh. That's a lot of pictures. And also not a lot of film. Film. Thank you. How do I reload? Not like that. It's stuck. The water house. Well, that tells me that this one's also going to be stuck, but now I'm kind of interested in how they're going to break it. The handle's broken in this case. Well, delightful mask collection you have. You know, some people really like that movie, and you take it to the next level. Water's continuously overflowing with no way to stop it. Once Sully's mom got sick, they said she accidentally groaned. I figured it out as I got older, though. Unlit candle still looks dry somehow. Okay. Feels like something changed. but not here. Okay. Alright. I can take a hint, after all. Is that like mortar blocks, or is that like cardboard box? It's gotta be mortar blocks. Okay, we lit a candle. We have access to a snowy realm. We saw a big honker of a spider. That. 1994. Hottest summer in decades. More film, thank you. Into the deli. Like, the enemies in design aren't terrifying. It's the noises they're making that's particularly... What's that? Undecided. Yes, I'm gonna just hope that's our house key. Oh, I literally can't. Just gonna discard it again. Compared to ammunition. Doesn't feel super needed. Is there anything out this way? Yes. Maybe. Place down the street got robbed when I was a kid. Kept me up scared for weeks. I didn't ask for that either. Also, another candle. What do you mean?
Oh. This place.
This place. This is where I struck out in T-ball.
After what happened. I'll never forget that.
The stroke's gonna age poorly. What do we got? A baseball bat, but I really want it. Well, maybe we'll use some... What? Is that a cage from the sky? Oh. Do I have have to run around the bases. Wait, did that knock out? No? Okay. Do you want me to also be holding a baseball bat when I do it? Yeah, it looked like that one had held steady, right? Yeah, all good there. Weird. Is it just like a... Don't tell me it's a speed thing. It might be, though. Gotta do the inside the park home run. Yeah, that's a delightfully obtuse little way. Something changed, but not here again. The bat can't be a key item, it's just kind of gonna be a clunky melee, I assume. Never mind, it's not. We're not allowed to do melee. Understood. Sorry to bother. Okay, we got a house key for what I can only assume to be our house. And it's his grandfather's baseball bat. I assume also for our house. But the house feels like the final frontier, so to speak. I feel like we should go to this snowy street. But then again, like we're all, well, we're all hashed up on inventory space right now. Can't tell if there's a mechanic there we're missing, or they just have a detection radius that is quite slow. Hello. Well, let's go in it for now. If not, we know exactly where we're going to need to go anyways. From the Office of Academic Affairs, to whom it may concern, we received your request to appeal for readmission to the university. Unfortunately, we decided to uphold our original ruling. Pride ourselves on our support of our students and are sympathetic to the circumstances you are going through. We cannot make exceptions. It would be unfair to the rest of the student body. The GPA and attendance standards set must be applied to all, regardless of their personal issues. Mission will consider re-enrollment if a student enrolls at another college or university and maintains a 3.0 GPA for a full semester with adequate attendance. Decision is final. Yep, sounds about right. What are you doing? All those little beans, Oh, I don't know about this. Was that it in that house? Unless your sport's starting to get a pass. Well, you know, at this point they're employees. I'm very close to it. Oh, it's just gone. It was literally torn in two. I understand now. Sure, I'll go in the void hall.
This hallway led to my bedroom, my sanctuary.
Pretty cool
As weird as
hallway.
it is, those lit windows feel comforting, like coming home.
Something I was reading the other day, because the world's so full of death and horror, I try again to console my heart and pick the flowers that grow in the midst of hell. Here, looks like I left it earlier today. What we got here? Plaque they gave to my grandfather was a bat, but it's missing. Do I have an item for you? Will I take the model? Of course I'll take the model train. No! Is this just like a checkmate puzzle? I can't tell what you are. Are you a pawn or a bishop? I mean, isn't that checkmate right here? Cool. What's that? A different camera or wondering why we were born to suffer? Finish maybe a quarter of the books I bought. Just read all the time. Can't even do that anymore. Whatever. I get it. Well, what I would do to just watch a movie right now. Chess for beginners. Oh, they're literally teaching me chess. Okay. Best new sequences and good positions and follow on things in actual games. Position game. Oh, that was a horse, I think. I'm gonna like toss this. What happens? I don't need to use this right now. Oh, I cannot toss the cigarettes. I can't toss that. I don't. Can I combine you? Not in the mood. So I was right. Just. Camera mods. Some items can use the modifier camera. Only one camera mod can be active at a time. Choose add mod. Choose the you'd like to mod with. Move mod. Choose move mod. Need space in your inventory for it. Okay. I mean, yeah. I'll be back. I think we need to unlock one or two more doors with the house key before it let us, like, chill out. Bye-bye. Get me out. Ugh. Okay, some light coming from below is blinding. More VHS tapes. This reminds me of quite literally VHS, the movie, like, anthology series. Obituary: JR, age 68, beloved husband, father, and grandfather, died unexpectedly on June 25th. JR was born in the Bronx, lived in Bridgeport for 63 years. Retired in 91 from a long engineering career at Burke and Palmer Corps. After retiring, he spent his idle time at the beloved Platte St. Deli. Loved baseball, playing for the Berlin Palmer Diehards and coaching North End Little League from 78 to 85. He was also a member of the chess club at Sacred Heart University. Heartworm is instrumental in the support and preservation of an underrepresented community and neighborhood, one where he and his late wife Joan had raised a loving family. He's survived by 3 loving, devoted sons, 5 cherished grandchildren, several nieces and nephews. Am I allowed to jump in? Oh, it's a push. Got it. Okay. Can't really tell if that was a really brilliant solve by me or a very goofy one. Okay, that's where the model train goes. Choo-choo. The padlock key. Yes, please. The camera bag. Yes, please. Please tell me this does something. I equipped the camera bag and I can carry 2 more items now. Oh, baby. I'm starting to wonder if the, I mean, this has got to be the actual area it wants us to progress, right? So now I'm kind of like, should we go to the snowy area first? Why else would it be there, you know? Before using this padlock key on... I'm getting the mod now, finally. But before using the padlock key on the back of my house. I don't think it's going to be candles here. I think it's... I don't know. It's going to be something else entirely. Just my guess. Yeah, Square Enix showed off 2 new games today. One's Octopath Zero, which looks kind of like they're trying to asset flip their mobile Octopath game, but different. Who knows if it'll be good. I have been playing a little bit of 2 and enjoying it even quite a bit more than the first one. Burst mod. Sure, whatever the heck that does. Burst fire. And then the second one, I don't even remember. It was something like The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium War or something. It definitely continues their tradition of having the worst possible names for their games. It's incredible. Triangle strategy is pretty tough. But Various Daylife, I think, took the cake until that one. Octopath, it grew on me. Maybe it's just because they make each of the characters, like, first initials line up with Octopath. So I'm like, even without knowing, I'm just like, yeah, that makes sense. That's real smart and good. Can't tell. Where would a candle lit up make a difference? I say in an icy world that needs a little bit of warmth. Still looks pretty icy though. Hi, how's it going? Goodbye. Grief, thank you for choosing the space to honor your loved ones. Grieving process can be long and difficult. Many simple rituals can provide profound comfort. There's no correct way to grieve, but we hope some of the following method. Can you shut up? I'm trying to grieve! Lighting a candle and dedicated memorial space. That's it, actually. That's the only one we learned. Strange watching people console my family from outside. They've said to make it better. Nothing. I disagree. There's 2 out of 3 candles there, which means the third one might be here still. Somewhere. Though honestly, it looks like they've marked them each time on the map when we get there. My God, they are everywhere, huh? Okay, you've slowed me down. I'm still gonna keep walking, though. They're noises. Candle?
I haven't thought about this place in years.
Candle. I still can't tell if you want me to go to my house or over here. I got no clue. I don't know.
When I lived here, it was definitely dingy, but I don't think it was quite this bad.
All right, you can't
Although
actually.
I wasn't paying too much attention back then. The divorce was distracting all of us.
Oh, thank you. Surely this fridge. No. We not talking about this real cute opossum? It just doesn't exist. Oh my god. Can I take a picture of the opossum to show how cute it is? Oh. Yes, that explains everything. Not one village. Door apartment. Short-lived grandfather stepped in after the divorce. Light another candle. Where the kid lived, his parents were devastated when he fell. No one gave me details, but what an awful way to go. I'm going with my gut that this is optional. The house feels so deliberate. Also, there's absolutely nothing in these places. Yeah, your unornamented bedroom, I understand. This one, oh, something. Bandage, sure. We're still doing fine, though. Everything is worse than I remember it. There we go. It's all over the place. Comes for us all. Recliner next to the fireplace to make the ear-piercing squeak in the now silent living room, side of the house where the truck rots under the moss-laden tarp. Garden that no longer blooms. Our graves don't lie just in cemeteries, they surround us, and our homes are the hosts. And wherever you are, know it's never too far. Remember, one day you will find all the places you love filled with ghosts. Oh yeah. Big funeral home vibes, for sure. Ooh. Now I'm starting to think maybe this is the wrong... I mean, the old house... Okay. I'm making a... Should I make a second judgment call? That the old house... No. This doesn't feel optional anymore. This feels very deliberate. And now I want to... Went through the apartment. Yeah. Corner store. Yeah. Well, like, there's nothing there that could... No, we gotta... It's the old house is not the right direction. We should have done it immediately. Alas, big Dombrowski over here. Hello, goodbye. Crawling out of the wall. tough because both seem very laden with, like, implications for our, like, house, but... Discard the padlock key. The garden photo. Yes. Can you tell me more about that? I feel sad looking at it. Yeah, me too. Sad I came all this way for nothing. Well, not nothing. But I could have done this before. Yeah, at least we got extra spaces, I guess. We'll be fine. Across the street. Because we don't know when we're going to need that photo, or if it's like a secret thing, or what. No. What in the missed first-person cutscene is happening here? Huh. The name seems scoured off of these gravestones. Drill entry 2. Okay, this is all wrong. These are places I lived or where terrible things happened to me or my loved ones, but they're all twisted and wrong. Those things chasing me, they kind of look like me. The angry ghosts, one of them Bob? It's not like I expect this to be easy. This is another level. It's too late to turn back now, though. Won't budge. Not getting through this door. Well, I guess if it tells me, then we'll just... But I'm interested in the various door-related texts. Well, that one was not a good representation. Where's that hiding anything over here? No, you couldn't possibly. Whoa there, kitty. You're gonna flop over and embarrass yourself. Oh, another save. Huh? Just for this, I'm like... One? Huh? Okay. Back out. Door's latched from the other side. Okay, never mind. Sorry to bother. Now there's nothing officially down here, but I want to check if there's any like collectibles or whatever. Oh, just some floating pavement. See, that looks like a spider web. Which I could certainly do without.
I've been racking my brain, trying to figure out why this city feels familiar. I think we may have come here when I was a kid. My whole family. Probably one of the last times we ever did something all together. The memory's so foggy. I think we came to visit distant family. I remember playing in a warehouse and getting in trouble. It was...
I didn't think that was the right door. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Sam. If I go back out, will you continue talking like I didn't just rudely interrupt you? Or is this awkward pallor gonna hang over? Yeah, it's just gonna hang over. That's fair. Okay. Thought there'd be something there. There's not. Well, there was. It's just an enemy. I'm not going to pretend to understand how that map location looks. Just kidding. Yes, I will. Just kidding. No, I won't. That's layered. Did say they had played in a warehouse. house. Pressing these does not do anything. I need a crowbar to get past that. So over we go. Oh, that connects back, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh yeah, hit me with a narrow hallway. God, I hope that thing doesn't walk through walls. Can you imagine me trying to continue to do this with, I was about to say tilt controls, tank controls? We'd be cooked. Might still be cooked, but that's fine. Oh, okay, never mind, we're good. All is well. Take the crowbar. But what is prying the... What will that even do for us, though? Like, that's the only thing I could find that required it, I think. Like, what is the, what is this giving us? Maybe we can get into that truck? That's my only thing that I can think of. Because everything else feels unlikely. But that truck's like separated and everything from the map. Thinly, but you know, it still is. Okay, it's not that. I have, I think no clue now. Oh, I have no clue because this is the wrong... Wait. If that's where I'm Oh, that doesn't seem right. That feels... incorrect? Yeah, this is where it comes out. Yeah, okay, no, it's right now. Is there something we could do elsewhere? Because, like, I'm trying to remember. I'm drawing a blank unless something over here maybe as well. Truck's blowing off the rest of the alley. Great, yeah. I know. Actually, you know what? No, there's nothing. Well, there's nothing else in the warehouse either, so what are we even putzing around for then? Because, like, you're telling me there's stuff here. And I'm like, okay. But where? Who, what, where, why? When? I don't remember anything being like, you can't do anything with this. Like, again, the warehouse itself. Seems normal. Seems cleared, even. Okay, that was like, I don't think on the menu, but, or the map. Oh, just tossing it. All right. Yeah, just hit me with a spider. There was a web and everything. Ugh, it's all bloody. Is that the appropriate response to getting dropped? Oh, fast little fucker, huh? Okay. Not the butt blasts. I really can't tell if I'm doing, like, does this camera do damage? Unsure. It is, after all, a big honker of a spider. Also, the webs don't seem to be doing that much damage. Until I see, like, danger, I'm not worried about it. Oh. Or are they just gonna blow up anyways, kind of deal? How much health do I got? Feels limitless. Okay, there we go. There's the danger. Now we're fine. Okay. I gotta reload. Defeat the spider. Neighborhood page. Uh-huh. Definitely for longer than an hour and 13 minutes. Area unmappable. I assume... Oh, no, that one's not open. So, is it... No, it looks like there's a... It can't be this one, can it? Oh, that one's locked off, too. Do I read again? I'm good at that. No. Okay. Picture frame. Yeah. What do you mean you can't use this here? Do I put it in the book instead? I guess there's a page. Okay, sure. Ooh. Huh? Again, huh?
My grandfather used to take me hiking here as a kid. I kept coming on my own after he passed. It was a grounding experience. Something to get me out of my own head. My memories here are good, for the most part, but I stopped hiking here after...
After what?
Some bad ones.
Oh. What do we got here? Welcome to the Devil's Den. Switch marker, huh? Survey the stars. Cetus. Ancient Greek sea monsters known as Cetus were terrifying abominations, sometimes described as serpents with the head of a boar, other times whale-like creatures with wide, massive tails. All descriptions of them imply their size was behemoth, larger than the largest ships, their heads alone spanning over an estimated 50 meters. Okay. That feels important for later. So that was the switch marker. What are we doing with it? No clue. I mean, honestly, so far, very pretty. I'm gonna ignore it. Well, you know what? I'm not even gonna ignore that. That's just a wolf. Oh, you're now on my side for some reason. Very cool. I don't know how you got there. But I am confused about it. Just a big fish. Nice. Antiseptic, yeah. And we'll combine it if we need to. I think that's that. That's there. Okay. I'm just gonna keep pushing forward until I get a better idea of how big this place is. That's what fame does to you. It'll kill you. Rest in peace. Fuck that. No, thank you. Did not appreciate that at all. You even got a targeting reticle? Oh, God. Ooh. We'll keep an eye out on that one. Okay. Prefer the Shin's third and fourth album? Who amongst us doesn't? Probably lots of people. I know a lot of people like Shoots Too Narrow. Heartworms is weird just because right after it they're like, we're making an alternate album that's the same songs but they sound different, called The Worm's Heart. That was interesting, I suppose. How you doing, Gabe?
I remember coming to this lookout on a field trip to learn about the stars. At first, the vastness of it all was scary, but as I got older, it became reassuring.
So that's Cetus, yes. That's Cepheus, Hercules, Pisces, Andromeda, Hydra, Cassiopeia. Who approved this sound for the telescope? Look, that's no
As it is, seemed
Night
to
in the
me
woods.
like a miracle in itself. But that wonder faded over time. These days, I don't feel the same about the stars or anything.
Dramedy, sacrifice.
Really.
Old rusty chain, still just too strong to break. They didn't need to make him sound like a pathetic puppy when I was killing him to death with fame. Speaking of fame, you're watching the Hall of Fame game tonight? I mean, I'll probably keep an eye on it, but mostly to see if there's any big plays by anybody. There's not a lot you can read into, well, any preseason, but like an extra preseason game. Everyone's got to play 4 instead of 3 here, which admittedly is what they used to be. Why does that not connect though? Weird. That's really slow. So like, yes, it's football, but at what cost? Is definitely my thoughts on it. Okay, that's still fine. We'll push it away and it'll be good. You could push those big shelves so quickly. What happened? It's 2. I'm gonna just guess based on the whole rule of the level we just played. There'll be 3. You wouldn't turn into an enemy and try to kill me, would you? Sick. Oh, hello. Oh, that disconnect. Got it. I assume this is just all gonna kind of connect together eventually. It's been years, but corn mazes still freak you out. I was lost for hours. I still remember Chelsea and I, for one of our, I don't know, one of our early dates, we went out to a cornfield late at night. Oh, what the tarnation is that? Oh, it's a doe. That's why I stopped coming here. There's a buck standing over her as if mourning. Oh, hell yeah. And, we're like, yeah, no one else is crazy enough to, like, come out here. And we stumbled upon, like, a very nice older couple out there, and we all screamed because we both assumed no one else was crazy enough to be out on, like, a mid-October evening. At, like, 8 p.m. at least. Maybe a little later, even. But, nope. It definitely happened. I still think about it because it still scared the piss out of me. Your entire McLaren requested the trade. Oh god, this is still a corn maze. I heard it. I guess I'm just like unbothered because that's like, oh god, the next step in the negotiation process for a lot of these wide receivers. And also, if he gets traded, that's like, well, whatever. I mean, if Washington trades him, that would be foolish, considering their wide receiver core is non-existent without him, I would say, is probably the best way to put it. I don't know where I am. Okay, that's the A. Right, and that goes this way, and that. Yeah, okay. Oh, I found another bandage on accident. Okay, cool. It's definitely like drama, for sure. But there's like 3 big signings that feel like they should happen and they haven't happened, and it's him, Micah Parsons, and Trey Hendrickson. You wouldn't come to life and try to kill me. Sick. It's very nice of you. Oh, that's gross. Hello. Makes the thing with a dry and deep red coat of something. And I wonder which of those 3 is going to crack first. It smells terrible. Any secrets? Yeah, that looks like it's shining. Another bandage? Nah. We're good on that front. Do I go out towards the meat? It does not want me to go towards the meat. And that's a shame. Anything on either of these ends? No. Okay. Weird. Capital W, weird. For sure. No, that's not the way we want to go. I want to go this way. Oh, it's 3. Do we know what it does? We do not. this connects... Oh god, wait, where am I? Okay. Alright. Okay. Watermill was locked. That was locked. I didn't try that little one there, unfortunately. That connects back to the other fork. That makes sense. Sure. Okay. It's just more... Yeah, it's just more constellations that I'll probably have a puzzle about later, and I'll have to reconsult. But for now, let's just keep exploring. The heart. Another switch marker. Okay. Dark heart of the wood, grotesque and petrified, lies hidden from the world, a shell of what's inside. But if nature's bounty lends its soul and heaven's power makes it whole, those who search will no doubt see the present past and what will be. Not a big fan of the Weeping Angels. I mean, like, that's a good thing. It works. Gigantic heart wedged between the roots of the tree, like they grew together. It's not beating, and there are tendrils. Veins may be sprouting on both sides, deep into the forest. You connect to this mechanism, and something is stuck inside. It doesn't seem like there's any way to operate it. Okay, but what about, like, this over here? Uncertain. There's something seriously wrong with this image. Start keeping the tree alive, or the other way around. Good question. No answer, but good, you know, good question. Well, we know where one of the veins goes, to that library or whatever.
All this beauty, fed by decay. I can never look at it the same again.
Hexagon-shaped hole, no other way to interact with it. This connects all the way back around. Okay. Hexagon-shaped hole, padlock key, chains we couldn't break. That's what we're working with right now. Journal 3. There's nothing down in my mind. This is not the afterlife that has been laid to rest. It's useless to try to figure out what this place is, though. I have to use everything I have just to keep going. Whatever these monsters are, they're relentless, and that thing guarding the tome page almost took me out for good. I know one thing for certain. It's that Mom isn't here. It doesn't matter anymore, though. I have to escape, but I'm not hopeful about my chances. This place isn't giving up either. Can't go into the water. Stairs go straight in. And then that connects back to where we were at. Sure. Well, I mean, everything's staticky, but there could be any number of things there. We still have one door there, and I think 2 doors here that I didn't touch, probably. We've hit 4 switch markers. It's gotta mean something. Even if I don't know what that is yet. Went to Devil's Den already. So let's go down here. What do we got? The watermill key. Yeah, for sure, we can take that. If there was a boat, I could use it to get around. Oh, well, that one's safer. But we also have a key now, so that's good. Don't need you. I don't think I need you right now. I don't know what the photo's for yet. To the watermill we go then. Never mind, this is not how you get to the watermill. You gotta go through the Devil's Den instead. No. We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Can I, like, what happens if I, can I click it back? No, they want it clicked on no matter what. Do you think it would let me go fishing? Probably not. Don't need this anymore. Again, I'm telling you, one of these times we're gonna need it. They're gonna try to trick us. What's in here? What do we got? Yes, I understand how sharps and flats work. Is that sheet music? C, D, E flat, G, F, D, E flat, F. Well, now that we're done with the blueprints, I can actually start using this for other puzzles. Unless they're like E flat flat. That famous. Okay, C, D, E flat, G, F, D, Gotta take a picture of the cute possum. Okay, so the waterfall... I have no idea. Oh, it's right there. I'm very stupid. Fifth switch marker, okay. That's something. What am I... Alright. Looks like there was a cave-in. Down the ladder. Oh. I don't know about all that. Yeah, just trap me or whatever. Can I take the minecart? Damn, Donkey Kong has ruined me. What we got here? Bolt cutters. Okay, we'll keep chug-a-lugging then. You know where to use those, and we can check the last door that we hadn't before. You wouldn't. He did. Yes, all is well. That's a completely different statue, too. Ooh, that's spooky. First one was perfect. Like the way it was placed and everything, like it was peeking around the corner at you. It was good. Overlook, still probably gonna need something with it, but not yet. Can't see shit. Oh, this connects to the boat, which would connect me back here. I see, I see. Just for research purposes. Okay. Research conducted. Still need a hexagon, I think. drain the water or whatever. Still don't know what the switch markers are for. Not a lick. Oh, here's the other, actually, I think I saw something there. Lights and the buttons I can interact with. 72. Zero 86. I mean, I've hit everything, I think. Hit all 6 switch markers. 3, 4, 5, 6. So, if that's the case... That's the hexagon that I don't have anything for. The library's there, I don't know what I'd dump in there. Wait, just start generator? No. That looks like more film. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's 7. Did I didn't miss any though, did I? You know what? Maybe I did. I might have missed one at the watermill there. 'Cause there's 7 on the map. But I don't think I touched that one. It's also the only one I can think of that I didn't. Or I'm not confident in. Okay. You don't have to attack me. Cool. I think that's another different statue, though, which is suitably creepy. So if I missed a switch, it should be way the heck over here. Sick. I think that might be all we need for that. Crawled up by 14 when we click the 6th one, so if we click the 7th one, should crawl by 14, get up to 100, whatever the heck that'll do. We do not know. Different again. 100's gotta be it, right? Machine is running now, and the veins have started pumping. Okay. We've seen the veins in 2 spots. The library and obviously the heart. Actually, it's probably best this way, quicker.
Of course it's off-leash dogs. Can't escape them, even here.
I was paused. They're not even supposed to be wolves then, are they? Weird. Weird game. Okay, so that wasn't it. Or no, it needs something beating from both sides. But there's nothing else there upon which to beat. Like, does it want the dough blood? If so, also I think I'm realizing these are constellations, but like, for what purpose? And in what order is another good question. Well, it'll have to be for tomorrow. Or, well, not tomorrow, but Monday. Tomorrow we will stream, but it'll be Dragon Quest 3. This will have to hold until Monday then. Oh, switch mark. Yeah, it's gotta be something to deal with, like... least it feels that way. Problem is, I haven't noticed any other interactables besides that one in the library, but maybe it's one that's contained to the library. Or more than likely it has something to do with a corn maze, so. Well, thank you. Either way, thanks so much for watching, everybody. If you'd like to leave a follow or just come back, hang out any other time you want. We'll be back tomorrow with some Dragon Quest III HD, and then all next week with Heartworm and whatever else strikes our fancy. We've missed 2 new DLC packs for the case of the Rise of the Golden Idol, so I might do that. Darkest Dungeon 2, if possible. The last part of the Tainted Lost run on Isaac is kind of taunting me all of a sudden. But either way, whatever it'll be next week. Other than that, have an excellent rest of your night. I hope to see you tomorrow, and if not, have an excellent weekend, and I'll see you next week. Till then, toodaloo.